Guys, today, Caitlin Clark, the only WNBA player receiving over 500,000 fan votes for the WNBA All-Star Game. Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, the Fever 4, sitting in the top 10 when it comes to WNBA fan voting for the All-Star Game. Every chance the Indiana Fever fans, every chance Caitlin Clark fans, every time they have a chance to show up, they show out. Every time they have an opportunity to support, not only do they support, they go above and beyond when it comes to attendance, when it comes to viewership, when it comes to merchandise, and now clearly, as it's always been clear,
the WNBA's biggest stories. Today we're talking about something absolutely massive. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are taking over the 2025 WNBA All-Star voting like never before. Over 500,000 votes for Clark alone? That's wild. This isn't just about one player, it's about the Fever's dominance, the league's explosive growth, and why this voting surge is exactly what the WNBA needs right now.
So today is a double vote day. So if you want to vote and have your vote count for 2 votes, today is the day. This is how you do that. So you come here to their X account, because this is just an easy way to get to it. You click on a link. It's a vote now, 2-for-1 voting. Vote now. Your vote count 2 times for the next 12 hours. The next 12 hours. These are quick votes here. So it's a vote for your favorite players. So
we're breaking it all down, from the numbers to what Caitlin herself had to say. So grab your snacks, hit that like button, and let's get into it. The 2025 WNBA All-Star Game is happening on July 19th in Indianapolis, and fan voting opened earlier this month, running through June 28th. The league dropped the first round of voting returns on Friday, and let me tell you, the numbers are staggering. The top 2 vote-getters will become team captains and draft their squads on July 8th. This is a big deal because it's not just about who's balling out on the court. It's about who's capturing the hearts of fans worldwide. And this year, it's clear who's leading the charge. Caitlin Clark is absolutely crushing it with 515,993 votes, the most of any player in the first round. To put that in perspective, that's more votes than the entire top 30 players combined in 2023's first round, which was just 422,173 votes. Coming in second is Minnesota Lynx star Napheesa Collier with 484,758 votes. Another huge number. But the Fever? They're on another level. 4 Fever players made the top 10. Caitlin Clark at number 1, Aaliyah Boston at number 3 with 446,961 votes, Kelsey Mitchell at number 7. Lexi Hull at number 9. And get this, the Fever had 8 players in the top 40. The only other team with even 4 players in the top 40 was the New York Liberty. To understand how crazy this is, let's look back. In 2023, before Caitlin Clark even entered the league, the top vote-getter was Aja Wilson, with just 35,968 votes in the first round. This year, Kayla McBride, who's in 40th place, got 44,378 votes. Even compared to last year, Clark's rookie season, the jump is unreal. In 2024, Clark had 216,427 votes in the first round, which was second behind Wilson. That number would barely crack the top 10 this year. After practice on Saturday, Caitlin Clark spoke about the voting hype. Here's what she said.
I think it's a fun way to get the fans involved and really passionate about All-Star, gets them excited, makes them feel involved. It's a fun aspect to have, but for as a player, that's not the reason you play, and it's really only 50% of the vote. So
Clark's keeping it real. She's not chasing votes for clout. She loves how this voting process gets fans fired up and makes them feel like they're part of the All-Star experience. But she also made a bigger point. This surge in votes is a game changer for the WNBA. She said, and I quote,
that's exactly what the league needs, is people excited about that type of stuff and wanting to be involved. And feeling like, their vote really counts and feeling like they can make an impact on the All-Star game. So it's really exciting to see, and hopefully as we continue to go here year to year to year, it just continues to grow.
The WNBA has been on an upward trajectory for years, but 2025 is shaping up to be a breakout moment. Caitlin Clark's voting numbers aren't just a personal flex, they're a league-wide win. Caitlin Clark said the voting surge might even set a record, and she's probably right. Why? Because fans aren't just voting for her. They're voting for Nafisa Collier, Aliyah Boston, and even players like Kayla McBride, who's getting more votes than the top vote getter 2 years ago. Aliyah Boston, one of the league's young stars, is sitting pretty at number 3 with nearly 450,000 votes. Kelsey Mitchell, the Fever's sharpshooting guard, is at number 7. And Lexi Hull, a rising fan favorite, is at number 9. What's crazy is that the Fever had 8 players in the top 40. That's domination. Clark shouted out her teammates, saying it's cool to see the love they're getting from fans. So how do we get from these voting numbers to the actual all-star roster? Here's the deal. Fan votes make up 50% of the total vote to determine the 10 starters. Current WNBA players and a media panel each account for 25%. Players and media vote for 4 guards and 6 frontcourt players on their ballots. Once all the votes are tallied, the top 2 vote-getters right now, Clark and Collier, will be named captains and draft their teams on July 8th. After the starters are set, coaches pick the 12 reserves, voting for 3 guards, 5 frontcourt players, and 4 players at any position. But here's the catch. Coaches can't vote for their own players. This year's All-Star Weekend is extra special because it's happening in Indianapolis, the Fever's home turf, for the first time in franchise history. The festivities kick off on July 18th with the Skills Challenge and 3-point contest, followed by the All-Star Game on July 19th. With Caitlin Clark and the Fever's stars in the spotlight, this is a huge moment for Indy. The city's already buzzing, and with these voting numbers, you can bet the arena's going to be rocky. All right, let's have some fun and make some bold predictions. Based on the first round of fan votes, Caitlin Clark and Nafisa Collier are locks to be captains. Aliyah Boston's 446,961 votes put her in a great spot for a starter role too. Kelsey Mitchell and Lexi Hull are in the top 10, but with only 50% of the vote coming from fans, they'll need strong support from players and media to secure starting spots. My prediction? Clark and Boston start, Mitchell makes the reserves, and Hull might just sneak in as a coach's pick if her campaign keeps rolling. Outside the Fever, watch out for stars like Nafisa Collier, Aja Wilson, and Brianna Stewart. The Liberty's strong showing in the top 40 means they could have multiple All-Stars too. Caitlin Clark effect. When Clark entered the league in 2024, she brought a massive fan base from her Iowa days. Her 216,000 votes last year were huge, but this year's 515,000? That's a whole new level. But here's the thing, Clark's rise is lifting the entire WNBA. Voting numbers across the board are up, viewership's up, engagement's up. And with the All-Star Game in Indy, her home state, this feels like a defining moment for the league. Clark's not just a player, she's a movement. And as she said, this voting surge is exactly what the league needs. Fans are invested, and that's the key to the WNBA's future. The fans are loving this, and it's not just Fever fans. People are hyped for the entire league. If you're watching this, head to X and let me know. Are you voting for Clark, Boston, or someone else? So, what happens now? Fan voting wraps up on June 28th, and then the players and media votes get tallied. We don't know yet when the starters will be revealed, but once they are, the coaches will pick the reserves. On July 8th, the top 2 vote-getters, likely Clark and Collier, will draft their teams, which is always a fun moment. Then, it's all eyes on Indy for All-Star Weekend on July 18th to 19th. The All-Star Game isn't just a fun exhibition, it's a celebration of the WNBA's talent, passion, and fans. With voting numbers like these, it's clear that the league is reaching new heights. Caitlin Clark's 515,000 votes aren't just about her. They're about a league that's growing, fans who are engaged, and a future where every WNBA game feels like a must-watch. All right, let's wrap this up. Caitlin Clark and the Fever are making history with these all-star voting numbers, and it's a massive win for the WNBA. From Clark's 500,000 votes to the Fever's 4 players in the top 10, this is a moment to celebrate. But the season's still rolling and the Fever's got big games coming up. Will they carry this momentum into All-Star Weekend? I'll be breaking down their next matchup in my next video, so hit that notification bell so you don't miss an out. That's it for today's video, fam. If you loved this breakdown of Caitlin Clark's historic All-Star voting surge, smash that like button and subscribe for more WNBA content. Share this video with your fellow basketball fans and let's grow the WNBA community together. Head to the comments and tell me, who are you voting for in the All-Star game? And what's your prediction for All-Star Weekend? I'm reading every comment, so don't hold back.